Hello everyone, my name is Hollow Nightmares and today we're going to keep playing Doki Doki Blue Skies. It has been fairly long since I've last played anything, honestly. If I were to say what my excuse is, I'd simply say school stuff. Basic school stuff, exams and etc. But now I am back until, well, school commences again. Anyways, I don't really know where we started. Oh, wait. I think we did this safe. Tuesday, August 31st. Sunday, August 15th. Yep, it was this safe. Let me just check if it... Yep, there it is. Certainly gathering. Oh, now I remember these two moments. Anyways, let's go back into the game. I might be catched off guard with the voices because I haven't played any DDLC in far too long. The only DDLC I played was a mod called Viva Viva. It's a mod made by Chitra Serpifo. Anyways, I'm going to jump right back into it. School is looming in sight. So unfortunately, our conversation will have to end here. So as you can tell, the 1930s were very important for the European history. Yeah, that's 9 years before the Second Great War. Yeah, that's actually 9 years before it. But what happened that year in 1930? Countries all across the continent were experiencing significant changes, both politically and socially. Now I made it my New Year's resolution to end my lesson before the bell rings, so we will call it there. Oh, by the way, could I have a word, Hollow? I swear to God, those must be the scariest words you could ever hear. Yes, that is true. When a teacher says, "Can I please talk to you?" or something like that, you are going to be afraid almost to the point you're gonna piss your pants. Trust me, it's very relatable. Well, along with I'm pregnant, we have to talk, or it's not you, it's me. Hopefully things I won't hear from Sayori. Depends, because here in this channel, we're probably gonna choose the bad choices now. But since in this one playthrough that I forgot what the hell I did, we chose the good options, so we're gonna keep going with the good options. Because yeah, why not? Especially the second one, Eep. I approach the front desk, awkwardly hovering by the side. I need to give you the results of your exam, so here they are. Christ and all above, please save me from this moment. Okay, Adam, I need to give you the results of your exams to that list. He pulls out a piece of paper and lowers his voice, as some students are eating nearby. You don't have to look like you've seen a ghost. My mind wanders back to last October. Funny you should mention ghosts. For the most part, you've done well. Your grades in history, Japanese, and English especially were satisfactory. Looks like being in that literature club has really helped, huh? How did you know about that? Hollow, please. I'm a wise old owl. Aren't you one of the youngest teachers in school? He sighs dramatically. You can never let me have any fun, can you? Although your grades in other subjects would be a little better, namely math and physics. Math and physics for me now is on the good side because I've been rather doing well. Okay, I've been doing good, but not amazing. I don't say perfect because that would just give me bad luck. It's not a cause for concern, but I know you can do better. Yeah, about that. Truth be told, last semester was kinda hectic. Relationship stuff. Sayori, how did you know? His eye twinkles with a knowing smile. Anyway, you're a bright student. Well, when you want to be, so breathe a sigh of relief. I don't mind paying attention to the technical stuff for math and physics especially. Okay, there are many theories in physics, yes, but you just have to know the formulas. For example, the temperature is the easiest one because there's only three formulas and some little theories. Condensation, I forgot the rest. Then there's I forgot the names. I study in Portuguese, so yeah, I often forget the translations. And don't be afraid to ask for help when it's needed. Not everyone can excel at everything, but I've faith in your ability. Isn't it supposed I have faith? But I have faith in your ability to bring your grades up. Thanks, sir. The past few months weren't easy. Relationships are tricky. So I'm glad I was able to keep up academically, at least. He pauses to study me, offering a shrewd smile. Of course. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. From what I've seen, the literature club is full of girls. He chuckles to himself. Okay, that is true. Now I've got to go to a meeting that I have to pretend to be interested in. There is really no rest for the wicked. With a nod, he turns to leave. As I turn to follow him, my brain keeps replaying his words over to me. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. Of course. What will happen if said event happens? I can already imagine the delightful drama. Fumbling for my phone, I notice it's a text from Monica, sent to all of the club members in a group chat. Of course, open your WhatsApp. Or never mind. Hey guys, just been told that the... Wait, wrong voice. I told in the beginning I'd have a stroke. Hey guys, just been told that the club room is being used after school today. It's for a supervision session for people to talk to their teachers about their exam grades. Plus something super important that has popped up, which means that I can't make it. I'll do my best to rearrange it. Sorry guys. I mechanically shoot her a reply while not apply it. My brain is whirring at 1,000,000 miles an hour as I finally realize something I should have seen coming. Before I can say anything, Sayori starts the conversation. So my teacher gave me my exam results back. Oh? Yeah, I can't really complain, I guess. I did much better than I thought I would for biology. Of course. Biology for me is half and half. I can do DNA, but I cannot memorize all the damn sicknesses. There's the chromosomes, genetic mutation, plus the chromosomes mutation. Yeah, okay, never mind. But physics was a bit of a nightmare. Math wasn't great either. But on the whole, I think I've done okay. Sayori, are you jealous of Yuri? The abruptness of my question, along with a clash of the conversation topic, takes her by surprise. For a moment, there's a silence. A silence which grows heavier as I realize how tactless I was with my approach. Yeah, dude, you should have just kept up with the conversation and asked on the middle of the way. What makes you think that? You're my girlfriend, and I've known you for years. What would I have to be jealous of? She's trying to sound confident in her answer, but the wavering in her voice gives her away. I don't know that we spent time together, the Christmas shopping, and her walking home with me yesterday. Sayori turns away so I can't read the expressions on her face. When she replies, she's talking to the ground. I'm sorry, Hello. It's just, you seemed so happy with her and... We're just friends, Sayori. I would have thought you could say that. Don't you trust me? I'm not sure I want to hear the answer. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just... I'm trying to believe that I'm worth your time. And then I hear about how she's your favorite member of the club. And you really enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell. Hold up, when the fuck did I choose her as a freaking favorite? What? Yes, I'm a Yuri and a Sayorian, but I still prefer Sayori. What the heck is going on? So that's why she was asking. It all makes sense now. First the depression, now the jealousy.
And when I asked why Yuri wanted to walk home with you, you said you couldn't tell me why because it was personal.
I mentally smacked myself, looking back, of course. That answer must have sounded suspicious.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I doubted you or anything.
Sayori and I settled into my house. Once we're comfortable, I continue to press her. No, Sayori, it's not your fault. I didn't really see it from your perspective at all. Please believe me when I say that you're the only one I want. Yuri is a great friend, but that's it. The feeling I felt for her have always been platonic. I wrap her into a hug, and she sighs. As I stroke her, she clings to me, hiding her face in the folds of my blazer. Okay, Amen. It's still recording my voice. So until now, 11 minutes in, and we're already having a little bit of drama. Just my type. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm totally new to relationships, so I really don't have a clue what I'm doing. I mean, it's kind of easy to know what you should be fucking doing.
It's okay, it's okay. I didn't think you were doing it to hurt me or anything.
Okay, good, because I'd never do anything to hurt you. I've been such an idiot. Yuri has just been feeling really lonely recently. I briefly feel Sayori on what Yuri told me yesterday. I'm not entirely sure if I should be telling her this, but at this point in time, I'm much more concerned with complete clarity between Sayori and I. There are secrets you should keep to yourself and your friend, and there are other secrets that you can tell your girlfriend about. Not everything has to, tell her, That is why there is a privacy between both. But I am no professional dating expert, no professional dating person, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Oh, so that's why. It makes a lot of sense thinking about it. Although I can't help but think.
She looks down at the ground again, nervously biting her lip. I'm gonna yawn more than I ever did. Oh my god.
I can't help but feel that Yuri likes you, Hollow.
Yeah, no wonder. It was like a 6 out of 7 or something. I remember in the poems I had like 18 on Sayori, 17 or 15 on this girl. Wait, on Yuri. Really?
You can be really dense sometimes.
There's a sad playfulness to her tone.
Yes, she's trying to spend more time with you. She really appreciates your company. It's subtle, but I can tell by the way she looks at you. I think she gets
Almost said attract.
She gets attached really quickly.
But she said she knew we were together and didn't want to intrude on that or anything. Sayori.
Maybe I was right then.
About what?
About me just dragging you down. Why can I even give you that Yuri can't?
Everything. Yes, Yuri is all about being as tall as the damn screen and etc. Other things that I don't want to specify because it can get me demonetized. Wait, I don't even receive money, so what the hell? Still, things I can't talk about.
You said it yourself. She's lonely, and if she was with you, then she'd be happy.
What about you?
She's smart, she's really pretty, she's really elegant.
Okay, she's saying more things than I can ever say.
And what am I? I'm just an airhead. I can't even find the time to get ready in the morning. I'm just a dead weight to you.
You're so much more than that, Sayori. Even if Yuri was the most desirable girl on the planet, I wouldn't give a damn. Because you're the only person I want. You know something? When I was walking with Yuri yesterday, I couldn't help but wish that it was you I was with. It was only the one time we didn't walk together, but one time is all I needed to realize how much I enjoy walking home with you. It's always the little moments that are the best moments. So what if you can't find the time to get ready in the morning? You're still beautiful even when you don't try.
Ah, hello. You're just saying that though.
I swear on my life that I'm being 100% genuine. Genuine. I literally don't know. These are the things that I've always wanted to say to you, but I've never really known how. And that's not all. I wake up every day and I feel so goddamn lucky knowing that you're my girlfriend. You've always been there for me when I needed it the most. I don't think I've ever told you how happy you make me. I pull her in close for a kiss. She clings close to me and I can sense the urgency in her touch. It's impossible to describe how it feels to hold her in this in this moment of vulnerability. I don't really care about how elegant Yuri is. If I'm being honest, that's her, who she is. I much prefer your quirkiness, and how silly we can be together. We have that link that no other girl in the world can say they have.
We really do have that history together, don't we?
A history that I'd never trade for anything. Oh, and fun fact, don't date your neighbor if you're planning on if you're planning on stopping dating her, then make sure you live far away because having an ex that is your neighbor is the worst shit. Trust me. I cannot say that I relate to that, but just trust me, it's the worst thing. They have an easy access to come to your house and shout at your ass. Anyways, a history I'd never trade for anything.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't leave me. I know I'm being selfish for asking that.
You're not.
It's still so confusing. But then when I'm with you, I feel warm inside. And I think that, well, just for a moment, that may be... Okay, that maybe everything will be okay. I can't really understand why you care so much about me, but I'll trust you.
Okay, I didn't have no side emotions. I'm glad, Sayori. I really am. But if I'm being honest, she looks up at me. We can't do this alone. I think we should look into getting you some therapy. Oh my god. She looks away. I'll obviously always be here for you. But I'm just a normal teenage guy. There's only so much I can do.
I don't know.
Why not?
It's just a really scary thought. I don't want to go through all that false hope again.
Again?
I've tried therapy and antidepressants before, Hollow. Back when I was first diagnosed with depression, everyone told me it would work. They told me that I would feel okay again, but that never happened.
Maybe the best cure for depression is love. I don't know. I'm not Dr. Love or anyone above that.
I was much younger back then, and everything was a million times scarier and more confusing. All those tests, all of the questions, the drugs.
Okay, you sound like someone who received amphetamine and everything. Oh god.
I didn't know what was wrong with me. The whole thing was terrifying.
What I gave to be a medical professional right now. Wow, Sayori. I had no idea.
I wouldn't have expected you to have known.
Would you believe me if I said things would be different this time around?
And how would you know that?
I wouldn't, at least for sure. But if we leave this unchecked, how would things ever change? I know it must be really hard for you, believe me. I can only imagine what you're going through. And I totally get why you would be reluctant to try it again. But I promise you that this time I'll be here. You wouldn't have to go through all of it alone. I squeeze her hand.
Well,
We'll get through it together, remember?
But what if it doesn't work again?
We'll find another doctor or another therapist until it does then.
It's not going to be that easy, though.
I know. But I'm never gonna Oh no, 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 no. Please don't tell me this is a rickroll. But I'm never going to give up on you. So I don't care how long it takes. You're so selfless in how much you care for other people's happiness, but I want you to be happy.
Do I really deserve that, though?
Damn, Sayori's asking the philosopher. The philosophy. If other people deserve happiness, why don't you, Sayori? Just ask yourself that. Yeah, that's a reverse Uno then. Okay, not bad. I didn't know that the non-sentient me knew how to pull a reverse Uno psychology. Please, for me.
Okay, for you.
It feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Finally, I feel like I'm not alone in trying to help Sayori anymore. I know that must have been a really difficult thing to agree to. I'm really proud of you. You're much braver than you realize. Wait, let me check on something. Are they still kissing? Because I don't remember seeing an action that they pulled away. You're much braver than you realize. Although, I haven't been too pushy or anything, have I? I want to encourage you, not force you.
It's something that I would have had to try sooner or later, I guess. While there's always the chance that therapy might fail again, it's always the only way I could potentially get better.
See, that's the spirit. She doesn't look wholly convinced, but smiles anyway.
I'll do it for you, Hollow. I'm not going to hold my breath, but if it makes you happy, I'll give it a try.
That's all I can ask for right now. It means a lot to me that you'd be willing to try again. Here we go again with the yawning. Oh god.
Well, let's hope this time it works out a little better. Anyway, I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. Offer her to join her. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. I don't know which to choose, honestly. But I'm gonna save because why not? Okay, so we have to think about this in the technical way. One is the fact that if we go with her to the therapy, it might actually work out. But at the same time, it would have been a distraction for her, thus interrupting the process of the therapy session. But if we choose for her to do it herself, it might make her be like,
Oh, he doesn't care for me. Oh, nah.
those depressive thoughts. Since this run has always been about good choices with Sayori, I'm going to pick the first choice. But don't worry. Every other mod is gonna have my wrath. Okay, no, but seriously, I'm gonna literally pull out the best gun. Oh, and Sayori, I can come with you to your therapy sessions if you want.
Are you sure? Would they let you?
I think so. I mean, if you tell them you're okay with it, I don't see why not. Just keep me updated, okay? I wouldn't want to miss your first session.
Okay then. And thank you. It's kinda daunting to start, so having you around should hopefully make it much easier.
Just like I told you all, it's always good to have company, so that's why I chose the first option. I'm just glad I can help. The next day. What day even is it? Before I know it, the weekend has already arrived. It's been a few days since Sayori agreed to try therapy. With a slight nudge from me, she spoke to her doctor, who managed to arrange for her first therapy session tomorrow. So wait, if it's a weekend, then he's at the Saturday, and she's going at the Sunday. She's going to the church? I say that because here, or well, everyone I think, goes to church at Sundays. As relieved as I am with such a speedy response, I'm still fairly apprehensive. Seeing how pervasive her condition is, and interfering with her ability to get homework done, twisting her self-perception. It's been daunting, I can't lie. I guess just seeing how serious depression has been. How serious depression has been. No need for the is. How serious depression has been a shock to my system. Wait a second. Oh, okay, I understand the phrase now. I guess just seeing how serious depression has been a shock to my system. Okay, then the is needed. A part of me does worry that somehow me getting involved is actually a bad thing. Perhaps I'm somehow making it more complicated. Do I really know what I'm getting into here? No. Right what I thought. No, Hollow, don't listen to that silly irrational side. Let's look at the positives. She agreed to get some help, so this is the first step to recovery. Yeah, that's true, plus I'm going with her. So at least we're making this step together, right? It should be fine. Being a chronic overworrier truly is a curse. Yes, it is a curse, but also a blessing. Being with Sayori makes me happy. It's best to focus on that. And stop worrying about what could go wrong. Because if I constantly focus on the negatives, well, that's no good for anyone. Stay positive, optimist outlook, Hollow, optimist outlook. Wow, that's actually an IRL me. Sorry, I'm just seeing if it has the same things as the other ones. Also, for people who think I deactivated nudity, it's still activated. No demonetization for moi. After completing my morning routine, I find myself sitting at my kitchen, aimlessly wondering about how to spend the day. Invite her to something? Go to the park again, or I don't know, go to the cinema? Go to the restaurant? There are many places. Visit the Statue of Liberty? Or I don't know. Your choice. One of the drawbacks of your first relationship is that you don't really know what you're meant to do with your partner. That made me think you're saying that like if she was an object, but yes, okay, I'll consider it. It's too cold to spend much time outdoors, so we're limited to the indoors. Then invite her to your damn house, boy. I check my watch. 10:14 a.m. Pretty early. Siri wouldn't even be awake yet. As my gaze idly sets on the used plates in front of me, an idea hits me. Oh, Sayori would love this. About half an hour later, my work is done and carefully placed into a bag. I make the trip over to her room, hoping that she's still asleep. As I was hoping, she's fast asleep. No surprise given it's not even 11 yet. As I approach her, I'm struck by how cute she looks when she's sleeping. Not this again. Wait, that didn't sound super creepy, did it? You sounded like a stop. Hey, I recognize that little bird. Is that the... Yes, it is! Angry Birds! Or is that a penguin? I think that's the fast bird. I forgot the name again. Wait, that didn't sound super creepy, did it? I mentally chastised myself. Stop being so weird, Hollow. But by the way she's curled up into a ball, even with her hair being a mess, and a slight trickle of drool leaking from her mouth, she's perfect. I don't think there's any way that this girl could ever look anything less than beautiful. The light sounds of her snoring turned my light smile into a heartfelt grin. Setting down my bag, I quietly walk over to her and gently brush lock of hair that has fallen into her open mouth. She stares slightly as my hand brushes against her forehead. Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead.
5 more minutes.
I made you breakfast. She groggily sits up and rubs her eyes, hugging the blanket closer to her.
You didn't even have to, Hollow.
How the hell does she know? I can't help but feel disappointed and slightly irritated by her reaction. I was really looking forward to seeing how exuberant she'd be.
What time is it?
Like 11? Yawning, she pushes the covers off and sits up. She still looks quite tired. She gingerly opens the bag and forces a smile into her face. You can thank your dear sunshine poem for inspiration, especially the last line.
God, I'm so selfish. I have such a thoughtful boyfriend who's been super considerate and made me breakfast in bed, and I can't even thank you properly.
Girl, saying you're selfish about this whole moment is just... no, wrong. You should say you're lucky to have such a boyfriend.
You went through all this just for me. Anyone else would be really appreciative, and yet here I am complaining that you're here.
Oh god. Huh? No, it's not like that at all. I mean, yeah, I was hoping you'd be a little happier to see me, but, well, it's kind of on me for forgetting how difficult mornings can be for you. Don't worry about it. I can tell that my words haven't convinced her in the slightest. Show her the food and she'll be happy. That's the trick for most. Trust me, here in my country, food equals a smile on the girl's face, apparently. And I don't get the feeling that you don't want me here. Relax. She slowly starts chewing on the food.
This is really good.
It's pretty basic stuff, to be honest. I'm glad you liked it. Natsuki's cooking has nothing on me, as you can see.
How is it that you can make me laugh, even when it's the last thing I want to do?
Magic, I think. Maybe I was a comedian in my past life. My god. It's a question that science has been trying to answer for the past hundreds or so years.
By the way, can we just have a lazy day today? I don't really feel like going outside or anything.
Fine by me. After she finished eating, we made our way back to mine. We pretty much resumed our standard activity of cuddling on the sofa. Maybe my earlier worries were unfounded after all. We're both content in just being in each other's presence, regardless of the activity. I'm aimlessly flickering through the movie channel on TV. Oh, this is The Sims all over again. Surfing through the TV. I whip out my phone. Hi, Hollow. What's up? Not much. Yuri carries on typing and she's taking an awful long time to reply. I get the feeling that she's plucking up the courage to ask me something. Well, I was considering... Go on. Would you like to discuss the book with me today? I haven't read much about it, to be honest. I think the movie version is on Netflix, though. Hang on, let me check.
What's up?
Oh, you know, the book that Yuri lent me. I'm checking to see if it's on Netflix.
We're gonna have a horror night?
Well, I told Yuri. I let her know my thoughts on the book with her, but I haven't really read enough of it to really discuss it. But something interesting about movies and books. The movies aren't really 100% of the book. Sometimes they miss special parts of the book. For example, let's say I wrote a book about Jeremiah and the 5 goblins. Yes, the main theme would be Jeremiah and the 5 goblins. They would be there as the special stars of the movie. But if I write something, for example, Jeremiah took a bath at the lake, and then the 5 goblins jumped into the lake, splashing water over him. He sighed in relief, and at the same time, he just went down to avoid the rest of the splashes. Of course, that part would be in because it seems essential. But if I added, for example, uh, Jeremiah had found 5 gold coins under the sand, and instead of choosing the, wait, let me rethink this. Okay, Jeremiah, one of the goblins had tied himself to one of the trees, and he jumped in with one of the trees. Obviously, that sounds very surreal, so they wouldn't add the goblin jumping with the tree. But in the books, that shows how incredibly strong the goblins are. And in movies, they wouldn't really want to show that unless it's something important. For example, the 5 goblins fight the four-headed dragon that I would call Dragonov because, yeah, Taken exists. That part would be essential to show their strength. But in a basic explanation, they don't write 100% of the books in the movies. They just take out the essential. They just write the essential parts and leave out the unnecessary accessories. Accessories. Anyways, but if I can find it on Netflix, then I thought we could all watch it together instead. Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Are you okay with it?
of course.
That's a fake ass smile.
I'd be a terrible friend if I stopped her from coming over. Other people are out there having tough times too.
I told you, fake ass smile. She shifts her attention to the television, a wan smile on her face. It's okay. Okay, I figured that if you were here too, you wouldn't feel like I was, I don't know, leaving you out or anything.
It's fine, Hollow.
Dear God, that clown looks even uglier on the. It's it. I forgot the name of the writer, but it's it.
I've never liked clowns.
I've never seen clowns. So one-on-one, I guess. Good news. I found it. You can come over. Sayori is here too, by the way.
Are you sure that I wouldn't be interrupting anything?
Nah, she said she's fine with it. It's all good. One text later, and Yuri's waiting outside my door, book in hand. Hey Yuri, come on in. Sayori's in the living room.
Good afternoon, Hollow. Thank you for suggesting this. By the way, I haven't seen the movie version yet.
Yeah, neither have we. Should be interesting.
Hey, Yuri.
Yuri smiles in greeting.
I've heard good things about the film adaptation, so I'm hopeful that this will be enjoyable.
Only one way to find out. As predicted, Sayori is a massive chicken, jumping at every loud noise and suspenseful scene. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm with Sayori at this moment. I'm the type of person who despises horror. But it didn't really scare me that much. Come on! On the other hand, Yuri seems totally engrossed in the movie, never once looking away during an ominous scene. For the most part, it's difficult to read her face as she remains fairly impassive. Although a look of wonder and interest occasionally flickers across her face, especially when the monster is on the screen. It's definitely one of the better horror movies I've watched. Granted, that isn't saying much, as I haven't seen too many. There's also the new Slenderman movie. Okay, it's not new because it was posted. No, it was released a long time ago, or this year, I don't know. I have to admit, the acting in this film really sells it. Both the clown and the young kids who serve as the protagonists are brought to life really well.
Oh no, please don't tell me they're gonna go in that creepy building.
Is it a tunnel? It's a tunnel.
Oh, why would you go in there? It's just a nightmare waiting to happen.
She ducks behind a cushion, only peering out intermittently. Something she took to doing once the clown was first introduced. I laugh and pull her closer. She cuddles into my shoulder, turning her face so she can still see. On the corner of my eye, I catch Yuri quickly throwing us a glance. From my periphery vision, it's hard to tell, but she looks a little sad. She, she is also jealous. This is one Romeo and Juliet with an addition of Marceline. Okay, obviously this is just making a fake story of Romeo and Juliet, but still, this is an interesting plot. Yuri and Sayori both have one fight to decide who gets the boyfriend. But Sayori is losing a lot because she is depressive after all. Anyways, I've read this. I grimace a little. Clearly, I forgot how isolated Yuri feels at home. Watching Sayori and I cuddle is probably a painful reminder, especially if Sayori's prediction about how Yuri feels about me is true. About an hour or so later, and the movie's over. Pardon? It's been really interesting to hear your thought, not just on the movie, but on the horror genre on the whole.
And that's something I admire about both the book and the movie. How both approach and present the main theme of fear. A lot of film adaptations of book tend to sensationalize the content, and many horror movies rely on cheap jump scares to elicit a reaction. Of course, there's nothing inherently wrong with a jump scare, but I find the best horror tends to really get under your skin and makes you think. Well, after you've finished.
Yeah, I agree. Jump scares just annoy me, really. They startle you, sure, and the build-up can be tense. But from what I've seen, horror movies make it really obvious when one's coming up. The music goes really quiet or really spooky. The character is in a dark place.
Indeed. Sadly, it's quite the common occurrence with the modern horror. There's not much left to your imagination. But I can't help but know.
I can't help but notice that Sayori's been very quiet throughout the discussion Yuri and I are having. You okay, Sayori?
I don't really have much to say. You two carry on, I'm fine.
She is looking absent-mindedly at the screen.
It's unfortunate that the second part of the movie isn't out yet. It's like being able to read half of the book.
The second part is about how the characters come back to fight the clown when they're adults, right? That's the second part.
Indeed, and that's where the plot really shines. Anyway, I have some errands to be getting on with, so I'm going to have to leave. Thank you both, by the way. I really appreciate it. That's okay, Yuri. I hope you're feeling better.
Yuri turns to me.
Oh, did you tell her?
My face grows hot. Of course. My face grows hot in my haste to reassure Sayori that nothing was going on between Yuri and I. Totally forgot that Yuri's confession was likely confidential. Oh, damn, yeah, I did, sorry. Yuri, I didn't think. Then realized it was private.
It was okay. I suppose it's only fair that there's clarity between two people in a relationship.
Not always. Well, I'm glad that Yuri is so understanding.
Anyway, I'll see you two on Monday. Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye, Yuri.
As Yuri leaves, I turn to Sayori. She's looking a little rueful.
I hope you were right about therapy, Hollow. I'm dreading tomorrow.
It's going to be just fine, don't worry. I'm having resent for this moment.
I hope so. I should probably get going as well. I'll see you tomorrow.
And with a wave, she departs as well. And the new day starts. And we end it here. The day of therapy. Anyways, let me save it here. For people who are wondering about this part, this is for when we want to invite, I think Yuri. Yeah, this is Yuri. That'll happen when we end Sayori's run that is long. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Doki Doki Blue Skies episode. I don't even remember. Basically, this has been Doki Doki Blue Skies. The day I returned to YouTube, and the episode I also returned to DDLC. The break of DDLC is officially over. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope. And one of the two things that is important is don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the other one. Ta-da!